What is up, everyone? I'm gonna send out some links. Man, I'm feeling excited, guys. I am feeling excited. Hey, everyone, at everyone, we are live. Boom, boom, boom. What is up, Mr. Elliot, Mr. Max Locks? How are you guys doing? We're pumping. You can check the title of the last live stream. The title of the last live stream, and it was BTC trying to break into price discovery. And now we're here with BTC being in price discovery. So what is up, YouTube? Let's go, Tim. I was actually just wrapping up a recording of another YouTube video, which is going to be posted. So, guys, if you do not follow me on YouTube, you should, because you're missing out on alpha. Okay, you're missing out on alpha. I'm basically talking about how I'm trading, the trades that we take in the Discord, and all the explanations. But guys, what are we even talking about? We're at 85 fucking K. We hit 85 fucking K. That's absolutely fucking nuts. Like, that's nuts. I have started, I have started this YouTube account and just like this public profile on X, right? Let me grab it right here. Boom. Like my entire public existence has been in this range, and we're now leaving it, right? And we're now leaving it. It's absolutely crazy. And the thing is, okay, the thing is, I was talking about it in today's New York Open live stream as well. I have not even once changed my conviction about this macro range. Since the first deviation, and you can fact check me all you want, but the moment we had this first deviation and that first liquidity grab right there, I told everyone, which at the time were 18 followers, that the purpose of this macro range is going to be to break towards the upside and have a continuation because structure never broke bearish since the first deviation. So study conviction. If you can understand the price action, if you can understand the market maker involvement regarding the deviations, regarding the ranges, that's when you can have actual full-on conviction about coming towards the range low each time. And truly, guys, from the bottom of my heart, I hope I could have helped you stay on the right side of the market this entire range. That's basically the only reason why I was screaming it at the top of my lungs. Yes, it's nice being right, but I truly hope I could have or I helped you guys not FOMO sell, not FOMO buy, but look at it objectively, see the accumulation, expect the rotation, and act accordingly. So I truly, truly hoped and hope from the bottom of my heart that everyone packs or bags are absolutely fucking packed and you're just enjoying the profits now. Like, I think if someone has nothing to do and wants to, if someone has nothing to do and wants to gather all the posts I've made about this being an accumulation and not a distribution, and all the bets I have publicly made with people that didn't want to make it with me regarding that we were going to break towards the upside, and people that changed courses and convictions faster than the fucking weather in the Netherlands. Come on now. Like, it's it's insane. It's insane. We're enjoying the profits, and in my opinion, we're still kind of in the disbelief type of phase. I don't see people like being that happy. Like, people are happy, but people are still like, I think people are like weirded out. They're like, is this actually happening? You know, this range has just been traumatizing people left, right, and center, right? Left, right, and center. But one more important thing, the reason why we broke out is because we were doing the push-ups in the Discord. Literally, we took matters into our own hands. We delivered input, and what we got was output. It was the push-ups that I was doing on this floor. Maybe I gotta pump out 50 more. Maybe I just gotta pump out 50 more push-ups to send us straight to 100K. To send us straight to 100K. Maybe if I do 100 push-ups back to back. Could I do 100 push-ups? I did chest yesterday. I swear to God, I did chest yesterday. I'll rock out 100 push-ups. Pop, pop, pop. Bro. And people asking about, are the altcoins gonna run? Are the altcoins gonna run? Guys, study rotation effects. Study how the money flows in an asset. Okay, we're gonna talk about all of it. Petition. Lars does 100. Guys, study this. I'm doing 100 push-ups without stopping at 100 likes. If I don't do 100 push-ups in a row, I'm without stopping. Can I do an active rest? I don't know. I'll give away fucking 100 USDT to a random guy in here. Send it to 100 likes. I'll give out $100 to someone random watching if I don't do 100 push-ups. Study. Let me open it. Let me open it on my phone, actually. Let me open it on my phone as well. Let me open up the live. Press that like button. Press that like button. We're at 17 on YouTube. Does X count? Does X count? Let me open up X as well. Let me open up X as well. Don't know if I should be nice to you guys. Live, opening live video. 13 likes. Fuck, 13 likes on X? You just have to press the like button, bro. Okay. We're gonna get into the juicy stuff, okay? Let me do this good for you guys. We gotta be looking great. Okay, gotta be looking great. For the people asking, why is Wyckoff Insider not here? Because he's a bitch. He miscalculated the time. Yum, 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 yum. We're gonna rock it. And we're gonna spit some alpha. We're gonna spit triple the alpha. Okay? Single man mission over here. Single man mission over here. So we're pumping. What's next? What can we expect? What are our altcoins doing? What are our altcoins not doing? Let's just get straight into the alpha. Okay, so guys, we have been ranging. Okay, this is the first thing I want to talk about because it's also the post that I made today. Let me double check that I'm sharing the right screen. Yes, I'm sharing the right screen. Before I start talking for 40 minutes without sharing my screen. If you know, you know. So, if you know, you know. So. Oh, guys, this chart is so sexy, bro. Dopamine levels are through the roof. But, guys, we have had a perfect reaccumulation model, a very extended, perfect reaccumulation model. And obviously, we were already expecting this range to have some follow through, but in general, when you have a very extended accumulation model, it just means they're not leaving any demand left behind. Therefore, we can also expect some follow through when hitting your technical target. Okay. Now, we prepared each other, and I want to refer back to this. we prepared for every scenario right in this point right here. Every single scenario. We prepared for a pullback towards 64.5. We prepared even for a pullback towards 54. We prepared for a higher low for the higher high with two other scenarios. And for the people that were wondering which scenario ended up happening, we were wicking this demand. We were also talking about, I think it was in minute 21 of my video. I referred back to it, but right here, we came into that demand, and what we got was this TCT Model 1 reaccumulation schematic that got confirmed right here, breaking structure back to bullish on the low time frame. You got that right there. And you had your confirmed Model 1 reaccumulation model. Now, it wasn't a high probability model at all. The location was good, but you had massive supply above you. So personally, I did not manage to get an entry on this. Wyckoff Insider did get an entry, but closed his position by accident. So even though we called the scenario, I wasn't able to enjoy the benefits of it, but in general, obviously, we did buy hella spot. We prepared all the altcoins, all the rotation plays. So still eating good, still eating hella good, but did not manage to get that scalp long, which is completely fine. Now, we have broken out. And in my opinion, people are in this disbelief state of mind where they can't actually believe that we're finally breaking out. It's too good to be true. And the reason why this is because we have had a move up towards our range high once, twice. I'm going to call this one deviation or one move up, three times. And then here, this was going to be the fourth time. We got the rejection, and now we're finally breaking through. And this is not just four, tries as of breaking a new high and breaking into price discovery. It's spent and it's stretched out over a duration of a 237-day period. So if you think for 200 days straight that each move up is going to be that move up, and you're proven wrong for 200 days, and then you're finally right, obviously you're going to be like, wait, am I actually right, or am I going to get hurt again, right? So that phase and that denial phase, that state of disbelief is completely normal. It's just basic human psychology, right? It's basic human psychology. Now, the problem that this psychology can cause is one, people still calling it a deviation, people calling it a bull trap, people trying to short the entire move up, causing liquidation after liquidation, which causes more buying power. And then they completely miss the entire purpose of the move, which is to break up, which is to leave this range behind and never come back. Okay. So I made the comparison. I've been talking about this range, and I always make the comparison to a catapult. Okay. And I want you to look at this range as a catapult that is getting pulled back more and more and more the longer this range goes on. This liquidity curve is kind of a catapult being pulled back. Okay, let's put the arrow there. Wrong arrow here. So it's kind of a catapult that's being pulled back, pulled back, pulled back until you get the release. Okay. But what about this release? Pulled back, pulled back, pulled back, prices contracting, compressing, sweeping the low, grabbing all that sell side liquidity, market makers fill the longs, and now we're seeing that release, that flush effect, boom. Okay. It's the reverse flush effect. The Discord members know. If you know, you know. Okay. Now, the problem is the targets that some people have regarding this cycle's top. First of all, I think way too many people are obsessed with calling this cycle's top. Why are you so obsessed with calling this cycle's top? We're pumping. We don't need to be preparing for the top, because if you range and if you reaccumulate for 240 days, you're going to get an extended time where you're just going up. Okay. Now, There are many traders out there, and in my opinion, even some great traders who are calling for example, 94K. Okay. They're calling, for example, for 94K. I'm seeing some calling for 105K, some others for 110, and then that will be the top. Well, that's just based on nothing. They're like, they're basing most of the predictions, they're just throwing out numbers, because if we're actually going to get data, if we're actually going to, dive into the juice, let's just take a comparison to what happens when you have an extended range like this and you get the release, and what you can kind of expect during the phase of the during the state of the release, and what you can expect going forward. So let's grab the gold chart. Okay, let's grab the gold chart, because a lot of people have been talking about, BTC being kind of the smaller cap regarding to gold, following its footsteps, etc., etc., etc. Well, what we can see right here, is the gold price action. Okay, and you can see right here that gold had that initial range low. I can even do it like this for now. Gold had this initial range low. We swept it once, kind of putting a higher low here, bouncing off this demand. I'll never forget it. That was when I started trading gold. Absolute beautiful long. But we had this very extended accumulation model, which lasted around 1,200 days. Obviously, gold is 10x the size, so everything moves slower, takes longer, has less percentage gains in returns. But you can see we had a very extended accumulation model here on gold. Okay. And then we finally got the push up, and that was expected because we were deviating the low. We had the manipulation below the range low, showing signs of market makers filling their long positions to reverse price back up, making price getting pushed back down to demand, fill their last positions before having that supply shock, squeezing gold to way above 2,700, even I think reaching 2,800 almost. But let's look at this range and see what the release was like, because now we're finally seeing that rejection. We were expecting the rejection because of the exhaustion, but that's not that relevant right now. But how massive was this release compared to the size of the range? Because you don't want to move and you don't want to measure in percentages, because that doesn't make any sense. Okay, you always want to compare the move compared to the size of the range that caused the move, and therefore we always use fibs, Fibonacci's. That's what they're used for. So looking at this range right here, and now I'm going to extend it towards the range those, because I'm going to do the exact same thing for BTC. And we put on some fibs. I think it was the 2 point, what's the 2.5 looking like? Yeah, I think it was between 2.168 and 2.618 that we were kind of chilling. Let's make that our golden, so to speak, right here. Let's make this our golden zone. Let's extend that to the right. And then there we are. Okay. So you can see that based on the size of this range and the very extended accumulation that we had, price had a release coming into that 2.618 and 2.168 kind of area. And that 168 is a sneaky little fib that not that many people use. Okay. But let's call this our golden zone. Okay. This was kind of our golden zone. We can make it orange. That was where price kind of started topping out. Finally, finding that tipping point in the chart where the extended accumulation and where the supply shock of this accumulation is kind of done. It kind of did its job. Okay, now it's time for a new phase to begin in the chart of gold. Another thing I want to pay attention to is how long did it take to get to it towards this golden pocket type of zone. Okay. And again, how fast did we get there based on the size of our range. Okay, everything needs to be based on the size of our range. Otherwise, your comparisons with Bitcoin are going to be completely off because the percentages and the durations are way different, right? And for that, we can use our fib time zones. Okay, so what I'm basically doing is I'm grabbing the range starting point and I'm pulling it towards the first like high time frame candle close above. That's basically this candle right here. So we had the range starting point and I'm dragging it until the first high time frame candle close above that initial range high, because previously we just had wicks. And we can see that the 1.168, just like we had 2.168 here, right after we crossed that vertical line, we crossed that time, okay? That's when we started putting in that top and we started rejecting. So we're going to be copying these exact same fibs, but now to the Bitcoin chart, okay? So in case it wants to follow Bitcoin's footsteps, right? In case it wants to follow Bitcoin's footsteps right here, you'll be talking, you'll be talking about, this is the first candle close above, there you go. You're going to be talking about 103K Bitcoin all the way up to 114K Bitcoin around the end of December. So if it wants to follow gold's footsteps, okay, this will be your calculations. Based on what gold did, BTC can do this because they were kind of in the same phase, okay? You had this previous all-time high right here. You had this previous all-time high. You got the reaccumulation model at the previous all-time high, and you got the shock above. Okay, you got the squeeze up, and we kind of have the same right here, right? You kind of have the same right here. Now, obviously, you can make this an area. You can also put this down to 94K and kind of call this your generalized area. For now, I'm just going to do this, okay? It's a bit flexible, right? It's a bit flexible regarding the fibs that you use. You can also use the exact fib, but then you're kind of setting yourself up for failure, right? Because you're talking about exact levels instead of areas of where price could reject, because obviously these are expectations and retrade confirmations, but this is kind of what you would be expecting, okay? Which is something, in my opinion, that makes a lot of sense. And the reason why it makes a lot of sense is because you don't reaccumulate for 230 days just to push up 10K in price and then reverse back down. It just does not make sense. How can the cycle top be 90K, okay, if you just reaccumulated for 200 days in a range that is even bigger in size than literally your expectation of the push up? This range, guys, this range is 25K in size. How is your push up going to be less than that for the top to be in? Not only that, the same way, okay, the same way that price had to reaccumulate for 230 days in order to pump right now from our last tap over 60%, the same way you also have to distribute for X amount of days in order to dump it down 60%. Okay? You can't just dump price down. The same way we just couldn't just pump price up, but we had to reaccumulate because the market maker wanted to fill their positions. The same way, if the market maker wanted to fill their sell orders and want to sell it, they have to do the exact same schematic like we just had, not obviously the exact same from a picture perfect standpoint model, but around the same, but then vice versa, regarding distributions and then not accumulations. But we're right now in the expansion phase. We're right now in the expansion phase, and it took its damn time. It took its damn time to be in the expansion phase. So let it rip, right? And when I talk about expecting a consistent move up in this area, I'm not saying you cannot reject. Okay, I'm not saying you cannot reject. Just like you've seen right here, we rejected here twice, right? You can reject as well. When I talk about a consistent move up, I just mean that no high time frame structure will be broken. Okay. So the moment you create, let's say, a higher low for a higher high, like this market structure low should not get broken when I talk about a consistent move up. So if you get a pullback, higher low for the higher high is expected. Okay, that's what I mean with a consistent move up. Just like I said right here, literally, guys, just like I said right here, I said it exactly here on that black candle that you can see right there. I said I'm expecting a consistent move up towards new highs. What did we get? A high, a higher low, a higher high, a higher low, a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. That's a consistent move up. That's what I mean with right now having a consistent move up. Okay? But this is just absolutely beautiful. Now, let's talk about your altcoins. Because I know you guys want to talk about altcoins. Okay? We are all invested in altcoins. You need to pay attention to when exactly a euphoric alt season will start. Okay? And for that, we're going to be putting on the total 3 chart on our chart. Right here. Total 3. Boom. New price scale. Let's pump it. I'm currently running on one monitor, so I cannot fit that much on our screen. But we're going to work with what we have. Okay? Let's make it candles. There we go. So, last cycle, okay? Last cycle, right here, this was not here actually. It was right here. Okay? It was right somewhere in here. Doesn't particularly matter when exactly, but this was kind of our previous all-time high. I don't need to go to another chart. It's completely fine. It's somewhere in here, was our previous all-time high. Okay? Now, let's pay attention to our alt season. Because we all know that for the people that are new here, what you can see below is the total 3 market cap. Okay? That's what you're seeing below right here. The total 3 market cap, which basically means the entire crypto's market cap, excluding Bitcoin and excluding ETH. So what's left? Your lower cap altcoins. Okay? And man, that thing is pumping, bro. That's pumping. God damn. I'm just seeing that now as well. But looking last cycle, okay, looking at the last cycle regarding when we were breaking past the previous all-time high, we can see right here. I want you to see this very closely, okay? Pay close attention. Coming right here in that consolidation phase, okay, on the consolidation phase, we need to be exact. That's the breakout candle, okay? That's the breakout candle. This right here marked the exact Pico bottom. See this delay, guys. I want you to see this delay. Check this out. We had the reaccumulation range on Bitcoin right at the previous all-time high. BTC then proceeded to break out However, the bottom, okay, the bottom of your total 3 chart, or we can say bottom, or we can say the moment the next leg up on the total 3 chart started was right at this bullish candle right here, which if we translate that into the Bitcoin price action was literally when BTC was 34% higher after 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 days. So there was a period of 2 weeks, okay, a period of 2 weeks where this actually went down. Okay, this actually went down before it started to catch up with Bitcoin. And then the true euphoric alt season, yeah, started right here. Okay, the true euphoric alt season started right there. Let's put that here, because that's when we saw the actual aggressive expansion into the billions. Okay, and that actually happened when Bitcoin was consolidating, getting ready for its second leg up. Obviously, if you bought here, that's very good for your portfolio, okay? Because we did go up, but we didn't go up that crazy. We just went up 388%, but look at this sideways price action. Look at that sideways price action. Nothing really happened. And then from here, it's like, what's up, right? That's when we start going absolutely parabolic. Everything is going through the absolute moon, and every shit going is flying, and everyone is getting rich. Okay. Now, if we translate that, let's say in the Bitcoin chart, we were talking about 15 days, okay? We were talking of 15 days. So that would be right here. So what you can see, okay, what you could see and what you could potentially expect if we just base it on previous data is that once we start arriving in that 15-day mark, okay, and we put in a higher low for a higher high, you can see your altcoins and you can see your total and you can see your total 3 market cap start to catch up, okay? They can start to catch up. That's absolutely a terrible drawing. Let me draw that again. Let's say something like this happens. They can start to catch up, okay? Right after that red vertical line, they can start to catch up a lot. Then we somewhere in this area most likely will see a pretty harsh rejection on Bitcoin. Okay, let's measure around 20 to 30%. I don't think you're going to get a perfect back test, so let's move that up in this area. Let's move that up in this area right here. Let's measure around like 20 to 30%. Let's do 25. Yeah, let's do 25. So that will be right here. And then we start to like reaccumulate for that next leg up, right? Let's say this takes a boom, and that shoots us again higher. Okay. So what you could see happening, and this is not particularly from a timing perspective, more so from a price perspective, is an aggressive expansion towards the upside. In a few days, your alts will start to catch up. Now, then once BTC starts to reject 20 to 30%, that will be your first 50% correction on altcoins. And from there, BTC starts to accumulate. It starts its second leg up, and then boom, massive euphoric alt season. Everything is going through the absolute roof. Nothing makes sense anymore. And we're all very happy. Okay. And I do believe that since the first rejection is never the actual rejection, and this is, in my opinion, a bit drawn out, a bit too extended, but from there we could be kind of like pumping higher and then kind of start our potential like distribution range. Like who knows, right? That lasts a while and then we dump down. Like I'm just talking some shit here. I'm just talking some shit. But general order flow is a very aggressive expansion towards that, yeah, golden pocket zone, so to speak. After a few days of this pump, alts will start to catch up more, even though they're already going pretty crazy if you're in the right altcoins. I know about you, but my portfolio is going up pretty hard. And then we start to get the first rejection. Alts will reject. That's your last buying opportunity if you still want to invest more, or if you took some profits of the rejection, and then from there you ride it up one second time and one last time, and then that's going to be it. Ah, okay. Let me read some chats. Let me read some chats. Study TCT and study barbells. Facts. Monetize your account. I can't send any super likes. I have no idea how to send a super like or how to approve a super like. I'm a trader, guys. I'm not a streamer. Okay. Even though I'm technically streaming right now, there are levels to the streaming game, but I'm just here to provide all the alpha that you need. Now, like the stream, guys, and then everybody does 100 push-ups with Lars. Let's fucking go. Love that mentality. You can be, let me phrase it differently. You can have a portfolio that's going through the absolute roof now, and you're going to feel amazing, okay? You'll probably feel amazing. You could have a 5% gain today on your account, on your trading account balance, okay, on your portfolio, and you can feel absolutely amazing as well. You can just stuck to the plan. You could have done everything right today, and you can feel incredibly. But you'll always feel better with a chest pump next to it as an extra addition. A chest pump is never something bad. Everything that is good becomes better with a chest pump, and everything that's bad gets fixed when you have a chest pump. This looks scary similar. Yeah, gold, it just shows the rotation, right? It shows the rotation from risky assets to higher risk assets, because I don't want to call gold a risky asset. FIB time range is mad underrated. They are. They are. Trust me, they are. Louie Lou, what is up? Lars, please chart the Toby. You might struggle. Man, I absolutely faded Toby. So it breaks my heart to see that go through the absolute roof. Tim, that new accumulation range, it wasn't drawn from a price standpoint at all. Like it wasn't drawn from a time standpoint. But you did receive the script. Like you absolutely received the script. I'm gonna make a more detailed post about it with my exact expectations, also with macro factors regarded in it. But if there's a top, we will see it coming. Do you think Bitcoin will make a distribution on the daily time frame on that first rejection, or how would that look? I don't think so. I don't think you're going to get a daily distribution. I think you're just going to be overextending. You're going to be expanding up, okay? You're going to be expanding up pretty aggressively. I can draw it right here. So the expansion up will be pretty aggressive, and it's just going to be overextended, and then it just corrects itself. All the times when you're overextended, it just corrects itself. People get liquidated. Maybe you get like a mid-time frame distribution in here. You know, who knows? But there's not going to be a daily one. I don't think there's going to be a daily distribution. I need to feed my village, sure. Study, input, output. We're absolutely mooning right now. You're asking when moon. We're mooning right now. I just got a notification that we hit 85 fucking K. We're at 85,250. Guys, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, we're going to hit 100K. 100K. I'm not ending this stream until we hit 100K of Bitcoin. Don't, that was a joke. That was a joke. No fear when Lars is leading the way. Guys, you need to study the people that you follow, okay? Because if I talk about this range being a reaccumulation schematic, the moment I see the first behavioral pattern of this range, and this ends up happening, and we called the exact Pico bottoms, what do you think is going to happen when the top is getting created? I talked about it in my first public streams. Tops are created in the exact same way as bottoms. It's just the other way around. On my first stream with Max, on the Because Bitcoin team, I gave all the references regarding previous topping structures, right? Previous topping structures right here, even more topping structures right there. I gave it all, okay? I gave it all. We're going to be seeing the exact same shit, the exact same manipulation, but now it's time to have the full-on expansion. Hey, bro, thanks for your knowledge. After what happened in the last week, where do you see Pepe going? Just billions, brother. Just billions. I'm not really a price target type of guy. You know, I'll have to see how it develops once alt season starts, how much liquidity there will flow into it. And then once we see topping structures, topping formations, that will be the target, right? But definitely a few X's from here. Probably not as much as your favorite influencer tells you. I don't think 50 billion is going to happen, but that's just me, right? That's just me. What do you think BTC will hit for the top? The exact same thing, guys. It's I'll see the structure happening. I'll see the top information getting created, and then we'll act accordingly. But if I have to give an expectation, 130, 130, 140. You know, I don't want to give expectations. But probably, let's say, anyone that asks me, okay? Anyone that asks me any expectations, right, regarding price targets of your project, I can confirm you one thing. It's probably a lower target than your favorite influencer tells you, right? You believe that we will ever visit below 80K after the bull run? It truly depends, right? So this truly depends on where we end up, okay? It truly depends on where we end up. So if I'm going to grab the chart right here, let's do the index, okay? Because we need the data. So let's do logarithmic scale. Boom. Let's mark tops. Top one, top two, top three. Now let's measure price. 86%, 83%, 76%. So obviously, as we get diminishing returns over time, the retraces also get less and less. You'll see first 86, then you see 83, then you see 76. Let's just round it down to 70. Okay, let's talk about a 70% correction. Now, a 70% correction, if I, for example, give 130K as a price target right here, and we talk about a 70% correction from there, we're talking about these price points, right? So depending on the target that you have, that also depends on what prices will you see coming into the bear market. At the same time, you can also kind of potentially expect a certain target based on the demand that you leave behind. And what do I mean with that? Well, right here, what we are doing right now with this aggressive expansion, the demand that this range is so absolutely absurd, right? That maybe we will never see lower prices than this range again because it's such a strong accumulation, right? Who knows? Well, based on that, if you did your calculations, you're like, okay, we can expect around a 70% rejection. Well, where would 70% be, right? Where would 70% be? Then you're talking about 250K, which in my opinion is a bit too much, but that way you can kind of build a thesis for yourself. Okay, you can kind of build a thesis for yourself of like, where can we expect price to go next? Now, we can kind of combine the two now. Okay, let's combine the two. So from this top right here, let's do date and range. From this top to this top, let's put this on thin. Let's put that background on gray, and let's put this on gray. So right here, we had 1,477 days. And we had 1,494.54% gain. So this is what you had from that top to that top, okay? Now, from this cycle's top, you had a 1,435 days, and you had a 235% gain. Boom. So you can see from top to top and top to top, you kind of, am I doing this perfectly? Yeah. So you can kind of see we had around that 1,400 day mark, okay? And we went from 1,500 to 235. That's kind of like divided by 7, okay? That's kind of like divided by 7. Let's grab this. This is divided by 7. I'm gonna give very rough estimations, guys, because obviously from this high, let me phrase that. Obviously from this high to that high, and then from that high to that high, or I said it wrong. From this high to that high, and then from that high to that high, and then this high to the potential new high, it's like it's gonna cut the most. You know, I cannot do I cannot divide 235 by 7 because that will mean you would decrease as much as the peak from, or the how the fuck do I say that? I cannot divide it by 7 again because it doesn't make sense. Okay. Just like you have diminishing returns over time, it's like you cannot cut it as hard as the cut from the early stages to the mid stages. You cannot cut it as hard from the mid stage to the older stages. Okay, that doesn't make any sense. If someone can explain that better, talk in the comments. So let's kind of measure that same date. Okay, first let's measure the same date. Right here, let's kind of do that 1400 is area. Boom. 1,421 days, kind of keeping that 1,400 range, seeing a slight decrease in numbers. You name it, it could be the top. Okay, So let's keep that there. Then from a percentage standpoint, okay, don't we have like a chat GPT type of thing? Let's do price range 1,494. You went from 1.2 to 18, you did like a 15x, then you did a 3x. Let's do a 2x max, okay? Let's do a 2x max. Boom. There. Okay. Let's grab this. So, okay. So, if this were to happen, that would mean we kind of had like a 103% gain in, I want to make it 103%. 104.21% gain. 104.21% gain. Actually, 1,435 days. 104.21% gain. I kind of fucked the days up. Boom. Guys, these are not even actual predictions, okay? Or not even actual calculations, but you can actually calculate it with like fucking logarithmic curves, okay? But that would kind of give this as our topping signal, okay? That would kind of give that as our topping signal. Now, from there, if you measure the corrections, that went from 86 to 83 to 76. Let's do 70 to be generous, okay? Let's do 70 to be generous. If this were to happen and we were to get a 70% retrace, maybe we rig that low and we come back for that demand that so many people were talking about, right? Kind of manipulating below that BlackRock buying level right there to get more, but not to be too deep in the drawdown. That could absolutely be. You know, a lot of people will be talking about these price points right here in this range acting as support, and we just only dip down lower than that after coming up like this, and we'll like dip down lower than that before starting our next move up. You know, it's definitely possible. Okay. So I do think there's a high chance, in my opinion, I do think there's a high chance that we will definitely go below 80K again. Just off stats, just like off normal stats, I think there's definitely a possibility that we visit below 80K. All your money on one altcoin, which one would it be? Can't be Andy. Let me check. Let me check. The safe play, I would go with Wolf. Okay. Safe play would be Wolf. Absolute Degen Lars. Okay. Absolute Degen Lars. Peasy. I said it. Watched the BB stream from Friday. Tommy was crazy moonboying. Thinks we are going into Bitcoin super cycle. TradFi has entered the game. Think we can get 250K plus this cycle. Interesting take. Okay. Everyone can have their take. Everyone can have their expectations. In the end, we're going to trade the confirmation. So it doesn't really matter. Would I want Tommy to be right? Absolutely, I want him to be right. If Bitcoin goes to 250K, I become a billionaire. Because what altcoins will then do is not even fucking funny. Like, that's just absurd. Right? But do I think it's going to happen? It would mean that you would increase, it's like, it would mean that you would increase the returns over time on an asset that gets older, that moves in cycles, which would be weird, right? What are your thoughts on this super cycle narrative? Any validity to it considering the current US political makeup, or is it a pipe dream and we continue with 1 year down, 4 years up? I'm telling you guys right now, okay? I'm telling you guys right now, these are already stories that will continue themselves even more to trick you into thinking there is going to be a super cycle when there is simply not going to be one. If this is your first cycle, trust me when I say last cycle, there was the exact same story. And no, it wasn't with the political Trump, you name it, Bitcoin, currency reserve, getting the countries out of national debt. No. It was another whole fugazi where countries were accepting Bitcoin payments. El Salvador was going to fix inflation with Bitcoin. It's always the exact same stupidity, right? And it just, in my opinion, it feeds people, it feeds the new people into believing there is going to be a special cycle. But if you just literally apply basic pattern recognition, every cycle there has been a narrative for a super cycle, and there has never been a super cycle. It's literally just to build the narrative again. It's to build the narrative again. It's starting already, right? It's starting already. Appreciate the alpha. Fuck with the pattern recognition into two P ways to make a clean prediction. Yeah, that's you can look at it from both ways, right? You can look at it from both ways. Almost 86K. Guys, are we going that crazy? We are going that crazy. Oh my lord. Let's switch back to the Bitcoin USD chart. Do we still have some data on this or no? Wrong chart. Okay. Guys. Guys. Let's put that TA back on our chart real quick. Yes, that's also juicy TA, but for now, let's do the 1.168 or the 1.618. Boom. Which is also hovering right around that psychological level. Boom. Prices, levels. Crazy, guys. We're living in a crazy time. We're living in an absolute crazy time. It's a great time to be alive. This is the time. Literally, this is the time to reach financial freedom. It has never been easier. It has never been easier to set you and your family up for the rest of your life than the upcoming 12 months. Period. Never been easier. The amount of liquidity that's going to flow into all risk assets is not even funny. You're going to see this altcoin shoot up. You're going to see that altcoin shoot up. It's going to be insane. While at the same time, distribution schematic there, accumulation schematic left. It's like compounding gains in the upcoming 12 months is going to be the most easiest, or not, maybe not easiest, but the most opportunistic moment in your life. So be ready. You have had 200 fucking days to study so you can prepare yourself for what's coming next. Okay? It's not even funny the amount of liquidity that's flowing into those assets. Multiple percentages, left and right. And you want to be following the right people. Because if not, you're going to get eaten alive in the narrative of a 250K Bitcoin that's just never going to be there this cycle. Not never. I'm definitely 100% sure we will eventually hit 250K. And if we do, it doesn't matter, because if we do hit 250K, that means there was no proper high time frame distribution model. And then we will not trade it, right? But Mikey Wright said it right, just like his last name. He's always right. Time to get rich, baby. It's absolutely time to get rich. So what are the likes doing? Let me check the likes. Let me check the likes, guys. So we have 44 likes on YouTube. Let's check X. Let's check X. And 25 likes on X. That is 69. 69. Study. Study Mr. Kozak Res. Study him. He knows. Marvin also knows it's lock-in time. We have never been more locked in than literally right now. Let me check. Can I share something? Can I share something? Because I want the people to understand. I want the people to understand. Have a look, guys. Have a look. Okay? Have a look. Right here. Boom. Are we sharing the right screen? We are not sharing the right screen. Let me double check if I can share this. I'm gonna be, oh, whoa. Let me share. Let me share this screen. Okay. Right now, all of you are currently viewing the VIP Discord server. Okay. So we're inside of the TCT training community. You can see you got me, the composite trader, talking about crypto, talking about Forex, and you got Mr. Wyckoff Insider sharing also his meme plays. I also kind of like to spam his cycle in between. But I'm just gonna give you guys a quick secret little look, a snippet. Okay. Mr. Wyckoff Insider sat right here and called Toby at 1.5 mil market cap. Okay. 1.5 mil market cap for Toby on Sol. That is right now 5.6 mil market cap. And I think as we speak, Toby is like 7 mil market cap. That's a 5x in 3 days. Not only that, it's a 3x in a day. Absolutely absurd. Okay. Then what else do we got? Right here, we got Memes AI, Mr. Wyckoff Insider, talking about backtesting this purple demand zone because he loves his random colors, right? Goat Beta, cooking hard. Not that many days later, You can see him share right here. I'm lost in the sauce. You can see him share it right here. Boom. 3x from the entry zone. Memes AI reaching 27 mil market cap. Actually exceeding over 30 mil. What else do we got? Oh yeah, I'm going to sneak myself in here. Okay, I'm going to sneak myself in here because, damn, he spammed his channel. Because I talked about Wicked at 500K market cap, letting everyone know this is a higher risk play, but we got that TCT Model 1 accumulation schematic that works on any asset at any given time, you name it. Not that many days later, what do we see? Jump to the present, where I am referring back. Guys, these are just updates on everything. Boom! First call of the Model 1 accumulation. You can see it right here. Second call because of the extended. I recalled it. Look what happened afterwards. Reaching almost 3 mil market cap. 6x from entry. Guys, the liquidity that's flowing into these projects, it's not even funny. I scroll up. Mr. Draghi, Hoppy Beta, he called the rotation play, got the 2x on the entry. It's like, this is not even my channel. This is not even my channel. You want to go to my channel because Wyckoff Insider truly runs the meme plays the most. He's the absolute fucking goat. Absolute goat at meme coin rotations and timing those rotations and actually also having very good high conviction plays. But for example, I talked here, Euro USD. This was today at 2:30 in the morning. Yes, guys, 2:30 in the morning. That's when I'm still up and grinding. Okay. Euro USD opened the week and went straight up with no wick towards the downside. The weekly open. Look at my bias. We'll be looking for shorts, obviously only with confirmations to take towards the weekly low. Now, for a change, okay, for a change, let me stop sharing this screen, bring you guys back to this screen, and bring you to Euro USD. And would you look at that? Looking for shorts on the move up. What did we get, guys? The most perfect TCT Model 1 distribution flowing over in an extended Model 2 distribution. And oh man, we dumped down so incredibly hard. It's not even funny. Targeting that weekly open, but we let it run 25%, even more. It's like, this is just what we do. It's truly now we're pushing everything, right? I'm running more the trading vibe, live trading, scalping. Wyckoff Insider is doing more the flip side because he's just too good at it. It's like I don't know what the fuck is in his veins, but it's, in my opinion, the ultimate combination. It's, in my opinion, literally the ultimate combination. Is there more course and learning videos in the VIP than the one on YouTube? Yes, I have 2 private videos, kind of teaching you how to trade only high probability TCT schematics. 2, talking about all the variables that I'm watching for in order to trade certain distributions, and then sometimes I'll not trade a distribution even though it's technically valid based on certain factors regarding liquidity, inefficiencies, and all that stuff. And Tim is saying it. The funny thing is, you're showing them only 1% of the alpha. Guys, I want to give credits to Mr. Tim. Okay? I want to give credits to Mr. Tim because this guy has, I think Mr. Tim has been outperforming me on his crypto trades. It's absolutely absurd. We were texting privately and he was showing me his account balance. This top G made a legitimate 30+% in a week trading. And I get backlash for saying making 5% a week is possible. In my opinion, you can identify how good a trader is by how good his students are doing. And Tim is absolutely fucking insane. Absolutely insane. Marvin memes has at 40 mil, well, make it that a fucking 5-6x. You name it. It's all the thing is, right? The thing is, I want to invest in these projects. I want to have these quick flips, but I cannot flip them because they just keep on rising, and I don't want to sell them because they turn into high conviction plays. That's literally what's going on right now. I want to just not hold, but then they become so good that I have to hold them, you know? It's it's insane. It's insane. Maybe he can be a little DJ here and there, you know? Oh, guys. Guys, guys, guys. Guys, guys, guys. Join the brotherhood. Join the brotherhood. It's that simple. Today is actually a celebration because it marks the 1 month anniversary of the TCT trading community. Things are only going to get crazier. It's always in the beginning, you have to figure out how everything flows. We have to figure out the streaming, the schedules, managing the people, managing the channels, adapting certain channels to certain requests, all that stuff. That's all sorted, you know? Now it's just boom, 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 input, 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 more input. Oh. Boy. It's gonna get crazy. And we don't only focus on the financial aspect. We really put the focus on financial aspect, but also physical aspect, mental aspect, spiritual aspect. You want to become a master in any realm of human endeavor. Okay? Not just finance. You don't just want to be that guy that sits behind his computer and is just out of shape. You want to be just a G. Okay? So you want to rock the gym, you want to rock your kickbox training, you want to rock the Bitcoin price action, and then you can rock everything. Bitcoin at 86.2. Let me have a look. Which screen am I currently sharing? This one. Boom. We tapped my red box. We tapped my red box. What a crazy day. What a crazy price action, guys. Life is good. Life is good. We're all having fun. And this is like these live streams, guys, these are memories. We're going to look back on these live streams, right? We're going to look back on these live streams and it's like, man, what a great time we had, right? What a great time we had. So enjoy this, right? Enjoy this because the same time I'm bullish now, okay? And the same time you guys have probably known me in the creation of this reaccumulation range. The same way I'll also turn bearish when needed. And I'll probably turn more cautious / bearish earlier than your favorite influencer. Unless I'm your favorite influencer. So, we're going for an hour and 15 minutes. I'm going to do one altcoin. One altcoin to wrap up the stream. Shield them in the comments. Shield them in the comments. I'm going to pick one. So choose wisely. Okay. And I'm kind of also going to do it based on how many suggestions there are. I'm seeing Mudeng. I'm seeing Oscar. I'm seeing Oscar. I'm seeing Mudeng, PZ, Tao, Oscar, Brett. I'm going to give you guys a minute. Talking about Brett, which Brett do you mean? Brett on ETH or Brett on base? Cosmic. PZ, Oscar, base. Okay. Ada. No, I'm not gonna do Cardano, bro. Yeah, I'm seeing Oscar quite a lot. I'm seeing Oscar quite a lot. Okay. I'm seeing Oscar quite a lot. Mm, 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 mm. So, so what we are currently having on Oscar, let's just do simple TA. Oscar had such an aggressive expansion towards the upside that this first reaction, this first retracement, okay, is not even a higher low following your uptrend. You don't even have a first proper higher low, right? This is the first one that's going to be created, especially on the higher time frames like the 3 day. This is the first pull, like is the first push up. Okay. Now, what we saw What we saw right here was a beautiful accumulation model, right? Right when the narrative approached itself, right when the narrative happened, we saw the accumulation model, we pumped up, we called it in this accumulation model, boom. Shit flew from like 3 mil to 20 mil in days. From there, okay, the volume was increasing a lot, okay? Volume was increasing a lot coming into those highs. When volume is increasing, you have to be cautious. We came into this 20 mil market cap range, if I'm not mistaken, or was it 30 mil market cap? We came in this 20 mil market cap range, and then that was kind of like our psychological number, and then we saw the reaction away from it, okay? So this is the first pullback. Now the pullback is a total of 77%. Okay, 77%, which is pretty nice. That's kind of a good area for the higher low to take place. And then we came back actually touching the tippy top of this reaccumulation range being our structure demand now. Okay, so that's an amazing place to bounce. From there, we started a new range, which is currently this right here. Now, this range does not have a proper reaccumulation model. And the reason for that is let me go back to price actually, because I think price is a bit different. It's slightly different. So we never had a true proper accumulation model because you kind of had equal lows. Okay. You kind of had equal lows. So it is finding a very solid foundation at the equilibrium of this bigger range. But the ideal entry opportunity, right, would be a sweep of this low, having a deeper mitigation of this proper reaccumulation demand that send us to 20 mil market cap, and from there to bounce. Like that will be the ideal scenario. If we're going to get that, I am not sure. Okay, I am not sure. We would have to retrace another 44% from the current price point, which is pretty significant. So I don't know if that is going to happen, but this would be your ideal entry opportunity. Now, if you have zero skin in the game regarding this project, this is definitely an area to start scaling in. You're in discount around the equilibrium of this consolidation range. But in my opinion, it's very impressive for a project to get that first pump to 20 mil, come back down to 8 mil, and just find a consolidation range, which is a really good looking range. We're having proper sideways price action. Now, I want you to think of Oscar as like this project where you have the creator of SHIB, Shiba, being behind Oscar as well, which is absolutely fucking insane. But then at the same time, Doge is going absolutely nuclear, and Doge is the dog. So now you have a creator of SHIB type of meme coin project that also falls into the dog narrative of Doge, and Doge is going absolutely nuclear. And you're sitting at 8 mil market cap after having your first aggressive expansion, kind of proving itself that it has the potential to reach that 100 mil status. In my opinion, it's a no-brainer. It's a very good play. From a risk to reward perspective, this is a very good play. And then from a TA perspective, this would be the ideal entry because we don't have a proper accumulation model, and we did have that in here, and we did have that in there. So if we could have it again, that would be amazing, but I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't get it. Okay? So that's kind of how I'm viewing Oscar. That's kind of how I'm viewing Oscar. Very, very interesting to where this goes. The narrative is there, right? The narrative is there. And the chart is decent, but it's not that I'm talking about, okay, this has to pump right now. And the beauty is, the last thing I want to say, the beauty is that you will have all your projects like an Andy, like a Wolf, like the entire Boys Club beta that will just be absolutely pumping through the absolute roof. Okay, it's currently pumping through the absolute roof, and you should be diversified into the Boys Club as well. But an Oscar, for example, is extremely lagging right now. And what most people will do when you have a project that is not performing when the other projects are performing locally, they don't have the conviction to hold. They'll switch their backs to the backs that are pumping, and then this will start to move. Because most people only have conviction when prices are going up, right? And that's why they never get those 50x plays. How much USDT you have in percentages? I know. Like each week, a bit more and more because of trading. But I would say 10%. I would say 10%. On MicroStrategy, where you're waiting for the sweep of the range low, I don't watch that chart, brother. Oh, oh, oh! Look who is in the chat. Where were you? Oh, I, I was having some dinner. I misinterpreted the time, bitch, pussy. Where were you, Mr. Wyckoff Insider? I challenge you. Right now I challenge Mr. Wyckoff Insider to a push-up battle on stream. Or are you too scared? Or you're too scared, Mr. Wyckoff Insider? He's laughing, but he's sweating. He's laughing, but he's sweating right now. He thinks that now he thinks that now that he's in Dubai, he can be late for the streams. Okay. Let's see that attitude when we're doing push-ups. Oh, yeah, yeah. But if Wyckoff Insider would love to take over or would want to join, let me see. Let me see. I'm gonna give him 5 minutes. I'm gonna give him 5 minutes. If the clock hits 1:30 on the stream and he's not here, we're over. And he left you guys behind. Retweet the stream, get us to 100 likes, do 100 push-ups, and then we can collectively do 10K push-ups, which equals into a 10K increase in the price of Bitcoin, right? It's just basic math. It's simple math, and it works. We have proven it once, we can prove it again. Now, I don't want to be promoting absolute degen plays, but something inside of me, I'm just in love with this Bob token. And truly, I don't want you guys to listen to me because this is 1.75 mil market cap. But I just love Bob. I just love Mr. Bob. Look at that volume spike, dude. That's nasty. That's nasty. That is absolutely crazy. But let's see how this is going to perform over time, right? We called it down here. It already did a 5x from the entry that we shared it at the highest point. It's up over a 3x, almost a 4x right now. And look at that accumulation model. Like, guys, this project was 300K market cap, and it literally had a picture perfect model 2 accumulation where we literally had even trendline liquidity. Like, I was seeing this, and it kind of falls into that whole GOAT and memes AI narrative. And it's like, I was like, well, I know that this chart is going to pump up right here, you know? And if it has good potential, then let's rock it. And we're currently seeing it. And it even had some sort of a reaccumulation model here, right? A1, A2, A3. Like, not picture perfect, but like it's a 1.7 mil market cap kind of token. It's pretty insane. But yeah, you can do your research on this project. It's kind of maybe we could even call the beta play of the memes AI. You know, you have the GOAT, you have memes AI, you also have Bob. Bob the Snack, absolute legend. BTC at 86.3, guys. It's absolutely crazy. I faded Bob. It's okay, brother. There will be many other plays. I faded Toby. I think the name is Toby. What's that coin doing? What's that coin doing? Mr. Toby. Oh, I hate this I hate this token. I hate it because I missed it. Man. Oh my lord. 6x, bro. And look at that backtest of this demand zone. Boom. Picture perfect. It was the ideal place to bounce. You got like the new all-time high. You got the new all-time high. It was respecting market structure right here, making higher lows and higher highs, respecting structure right in that pivotal point. It was the perfect place. It was literally the perfect place, and we got the bounce. Absolutely amazing. Now, let's check where can we have a retracement. It's really hard to find a POI right now. I would say if there is some sort of a POI, this will be it, because this already kind of got mitigated, right? If there's a POI, this will be it. Let's put there like a little eye. We're watching this area, okay? Which at the same time will be a 50% retracement. Will bring the market cap to around 4.3. That's pretty nice. Okay, that's pretty nice. So we're at 1:30. I sent Mr. Wyckoff Insider himself an invite. He is not here. He messed up. Yes, study this. Guys, for the people that don't know, I'm on 2 hours of sleep. And not because I don't want to sleep, I couldn't sleep because of certain issues. Girl got like sick, blah, blah, blah. But I'm still here. Okay, I'm still here, always ready to rock push-ups. Always ready to rock push-ups. Let's just check the chat. Trust me, the media isn't pushing because they don't even know about it. It's like the timing is not right yet. They want this is not a retail pump. The pump that we're currently having is not a retail pump, okay? The pump that we're having right now is an institutional pump. It's the effect that we get after the reaccumulation model, because the reaccumulation model is caused by the market makers, right? So if you look at the chart, this reaccumulation model is obviously caused by market makers, and the effect of the reaccumulation models is therefore also an institutional effect. This is not retail pushing price. These are market makers expanding and having the expansion towards the upside. Probably retail will not join, okay? Retail will not join until we are at new all-time highs, starting our second leg. So what do I mean with that? Let's say this pumps to like, I don't know, 100K. Okay, let's say it pumps. We get a rejection down. We have some new accumulation model. Not until we reach this point, okay? Not until we reach this point will almost all retail be involved. And that's why the end will be near whenever that happens, right? That's the beginning of the end. That's the beginning of the end. But some retail will be involved in here. They will be shaken out in here. And then they will buy back in here. And they will be liquidated. Liquid. Bro, how much coffee do you drink? Bro, zero. I don't even have coffee here. I know. I have no idea how the fuck I'm doing it. I have no idea. I'm gonna go, guys. The Discord members know after this stream, I'm gonna do 1 more hour of gathering data to give you guys all the data you need for the one model for life. It's VIP exclusive. And then I'm gonna go gym. So it's gonna be crazy. This may seem absolutely crazy right now, but that is what the narrative is going to be. This is simply what the narrative is going to be. No, so just to clarify, this chart is not timing related, okay? I think we will see Q3, Q4 2025 around then a top. And the end of Q3, beginning Q4. That's kind of what my expectations are. And again, expectations, we're going to trade the confirmations. But guys, Wyckoff Insider's a pussy. I sent him the invite. I saw that he was online. He's not joining. If he wants to go live, he will. He should take the stream over. So I don't know what his planning actually is. Let me call him. Let me call him. Oh, I don't want to leak his number. I almost leaked his number. I'm calling him right now.
Yo,
Yo.
ben je nog live? Niet meer.
Yeah, I'm still live, and the people are seeing you.
Wait,
Do you want to take over the stream? Because I have to head out.
I can go for a few more minutes if they have questions. Have they a lot of questions?
Well, I think if you talk about some altcoins, they'll be pretty interested.
Can you add me to the stage because I was in it.
I'm not a host.
Oh, boom.
Boom.
Guess who's in the
So,
house?
guess who's in the house? How are you guys doing? How's the chat? How's the vibe in the stream?
Oh, the vibes are fucking high, bro. You need to get that energy up. I was making fun of you.
Bro, I miscalculated the time. I was having some dinner. Not good.
But I have been showing what we've been doing because you have been absolutely fucking smashing it in the meme plays channel. It's absolutely crazy. I was scrolling through the feed. I was letting everyone know. And it's like I'm seeing Happy and then 3 tweets back. Happy 3x. And then I'm seeing Toby and I scroll up. Toby 6x. And yeah, bro, it's insane.
That's so weird for me because I don't want to flex like on Twitter, every day calling, yeah, I called this, I did this, I did this, but yeah, I do it. You know the vibes? Oh, let me see. Everyone is in
Are
the
you
house. But how are you feeling about Bitcoin? Because we are pumping really high.
Yeah, bro. I was just talking about how this is not even a retail pump. This is just like the institutional pump after having the 230-day reaccumulation schematic. And I made the post today regarding if Bitcoin wants to follow gold's footprints or footprints, you can expect just an aggressive expansion lasting for 2+ weeks, reaching that 90 to 100K status, and then from there you'll slow down, get that first pullback, and kind of regroup from there. Spend some time there, but it's expected. We've been saying it the entire time in the Discord. Do not short the short squeeze. It's that simple. It's a short squeeze.
Literally.
It's not just that we're pumping this hard because there are people buying. There are literally people shorting, getting liquidated. You know.
Yeah, I also see a lot of big accounts say, yeah, we need a pullback, we need this, we need that. We don't need anything. The market makers are happy. Like,
You were the first person to comment on the every big guy's post of like market makers are happy. Like if I go on the chart, like we started talking about market makers are happy ever since people wanted to fill this fair value gap right here. Like that's when it all happened. That's when it all started, right? We were like, market makers are happy. Market makers are happy. Market makers are happy. They're happy.
bro, I even
We
call that daily
230
swing
days.
fill. That daily swing fill you see on your chart, like on the left.
This one.
Yes, that one. There were they were happy when we hit that one.
Yeah, that was when it all started, and then you just continued that trend, right?
And people in my comments were saying like, are they happy because we dumped like 2% on the lower time frame? And I was saying yes, they are happy.
Yeah, yeah, they're very happy. Trust me, they're extremely happy right now.
What do you think? How is retail positioned right now? I think there's a lot of sideline money.
I think there could definitely be some sideline money. I was just, it's just that if people, I think people are in a state of disbelief, right? I was talking about this. People are in a state of disbelief because if you see this range and you see the duration of this range, and we came up right here. We came up once, we came up twice, we came up 3 times, and now we're coming up the fourth time right here. If you get smacked down 3 times back to back to back after trying and thinking we were going to go to new highs in a duration of 230 days, obviously there's going to be a possibility in your mind that we're going to get smacked down again. And then when you're actually proven right, so instead of you being proven wrong, you're proven right. You're like, well, this can't be true. Like this can't be true, you know? So I think there's a lot of disbelief. I think people are, having very conservative targets because they're just scared of missing out on the gains since they're finally up. Remember, guys, a lot of newcomers are not up that much because a lot of people also buy in these areas right here. And that's when altcoins went down pretty hard. So it's not that they're up crazy X's. So they could be a bit more conservative with their targets. I'm seeing other great traders talk about 94K, and I'm like, it doesn't make any sense for that to be your top because you don't have a 230-day reaccumulation to have one pump up to 94 and then dump back down. If that happens, I will gladly admit that I'm wrong, but I will not bet my life savings on it, right?
But even if we dump right now, we have like the craziest demand zones ever. It's not.
There's so much demand, bro. There's so much demand. So much demand.
And also,
Demand left and right.
no one is calling for like 100K. Literally, I see no one saying we go to 100K, so we will go ASAP.
Yeah, it's because they're scared. It's like the 100K is kind of the dream that like 100K is not even a narrative right now. 100K was a narrative right here. So the 100K narrative, in my opinion, the 100K narrative was like maximum right there. I remember it very well, right? So the 100K narrative has been going on for right now over 1,300 days. So to actually realize that you're at this point in time where the 100K narrative is actually going to be completed is like such a weird feeling, right? That's why it's so
Yeah, it's
that's why it's
crazy.
bizarre.
But we are ready for everything. We are even ready for a bear market. We traded the whole bear market.
We're absolutely ready. So I'm gonna give the stage to you. I need to do some other work, make some food, and hit the gym. So I'm gonna let Wyckoff Insider cook.
Yeah,
People just
I don't have like permission to do anything in this in StreamYard session.
I can
So
add you to the stage.
oh yeah, but I can't. Maybe if you leave, I will become the host or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I need to make some food first, so I don't know how long you're gonna cook, but
Oh, just do some questions, some TA.
yeah. So if people got some questions regarding memes, you name it, ask him. I'm gonna be muted, cam off, but just so the live stream will keep on running. We'll go for next 20 minutes plus, unless you start to go absolutely crazy, and then we'll reassess. Okay, you can just text me when you're done. Okay, text me when you're gonna wrap
Yes,
it up.
yes, that's good.
Okay,
All right, later, bro.
peace out, guys. Love you guys.
So, guys, we are in the house. How are we feeling? I'm feeling actually amazing at the moment in Dubai, having some work, work vacation, trying to get in a good routine here. It's a little bit difficult because so much good food and crazy things to do. we rented a Lamborghini. It was crazy, but it was literally my dream, to drive that, and we did it. So actually, hard work pays off. But yeah, I'm not here to flex. Just the works needs to be keep doing. So I'm here back at it again. So yeah, for Bitcoin, we are just pumping. Yo K3, yo Marvin, yo Tim. Let's go, guys. Yes, hard work works. So Bitcoin, we were calling this whole range. Lars did just go over it. And right now we are pumping with imbalance candles. What I do see on the weekly is that we don't have a wick to the downside. That is scaring me a little bit. But yeah, if we're going to look at all the ranges, what did we do? Like here, we also left behind like no wick. And here we also left behind no wick. So it's totally possible. Then the Ron indicator. Actually, first Ron was calling tops, but last time he called like a crazy coin. So I think the Ron indicator is off, and it's the Ron caller right now. Lomos in Dubai. Yeah, Marvin, it's a little bit crazy. It's also for me crazy. I just come out of a normal town in the Netherlands. Nothing crazy, just normal. And then to drive a Lamborghini at 21 years old, it's a little bit crazy, you know? But yeah, for Bitcoin, it's just pumping. Where is it going to stop? I think it's going to stop just before 100K, because that's the moment people will get too bullish. So I think in this area, it's going to stall and or reaccumulate, or maybe make like a tiny distribution to do something like this. And yeah, I think all of our spots backs are pumping. So yeah, Mudang, which coin do you guys want TA on? Let me know in the chat. Yeah, Mudang was a crazy call. We bought that right here. That dopamine rush was too crazy. So I bought this right here with my friend Donnie, and yeah, we pumped like 260% in 2 days. And yeah, after that we had like a nice distribution. So if I go on the local time frame, TCT model 1, go down, we hit the target, we go up again, we had a new range. So this is your initial range high, initial range low, and we got our redistribution for lower again. And look guys, the first range we created, so you are downtrending. When you're downtrending, you pull your range from low to high. The first range you create is a reaccumulation range. I was expecting a little bit lower, so to mitigate this demand. But yeah, we do not predict, we react. So we created this range. I did not trade it. I still have a good position running from here. Took some TP here. And yeah, I did not add right here because yeah, also I was not behind my PC. You could have added right here after you saw like the imbalance pushes out of this schematic. And right now we broke all-time high. Why is this coin so interesting to me? That's because yeah, there's not all the data on the chart, but the first wave for Mudang was 300 million in 1 week. So what is that saying? There's a lot of demand for this project. So if we break the all-time high good, so for example this, then the next wave starts and you can go to like crazy numbers if you do like 300 million in your first wave. So right now we are in market maker demand. Why is this market maker demand? That's because you have this structure going on right before breaking the all-time high. So this is your nice demand. Now, I see K3 already saying seeing range on the 1 hour. Yeah, so from here to here, you're downtrending. When you're downtrending, you pull your range from low to high. So this is your range. We already mitigated this demand. So I'm actually gonna look for longs. So if you do something like this, create some nice time displacement, sweep extreme liquidity, and break structure to bullish, I will look to long for a TCT model 2 schematic. We could also still make a model 1 schematic. So I see this demand chilling right here below the range. So yeah, I'll set some alerts, and yeah, we might long this, but I will call it in the VFA Discord when I open a long position. Let me see. Matt wants some, Nick wants some bread on base. Let me check what bread on base is doing. This one. Guys. So this is my chart. What did we have? This is, by the way, one of the cleanest charts out there. Distributions all over the place, reaccumulations into distributions. Now we came down. So you are downtrending. When you're downtrending, you pull your range from low to high, initial range low, initial range high. We got a deviation on a listing. Right here was a listing. And then we just chilled around. We had some nice internal accumulations right here. Actually, one of my biggest longs was right here. I longed in an it was right here. So in this area you have a local TCT schematic, so I longed that one. Bro, I was crazy up and I TP'd at the range high. Right now, what are we doing? So we had this potential distribution, but for that, you need to respect supply. Now, supply was getting annihilated right here. We even created new demand. So you push up, create demand, push up, create demand. That is saying that demand is taking over. Now, look how beautiful you had like the demand mitigation here. So we did go up, nice bullish close on the 18-hour, go down into the demand higher. So right now we have new demand. So this whole new thing is demand. Super nice to see. Really strong chart right now. We can delete all these things. I see that we have some supply right here. So guys, this chart is looking good right now. Preferably we hit this supply, come back to here, finding reaccumulation. Nah, then I would long the hell out of this. Let me see. Yes, K3. So that is the right approach. Let me see. Fifi. Yeah, so Fifi is of course the beta play to Happy and Pepe. Right now, charts looking really good. We have some nice strong demand right here where I will actually look to add. So if you come into this zone and I see signs of strength, so breaking mark structure, I will take a new position and run it to the all-time high first and see if we have more power to go higher. I would like for Fifi to, if we come to this all-time high, just blast through it. I think it's going to happen because the Happy rotations and the Pepper rotations, they will happen. It's just a matter of time when the will rotations happen. Let me see. Brett about to skyrocket, Jess. Quick question. Wolf hit almost all-time high. Is it logical to take some profit or context-wise not worth it? For me, Wolf is an end Buren play, so I will not TP right here. So I have this chart, but you have a lot of different charts. On deck screener, you are almost here. For me, this is an end Buren play, so I would not TP. Of course, if you bought somewhere here and you go here, yeah, you can TP some and might rotate it in some other place. For example, if you see Fifi comes to the demand zone and this shit hits an all-time high, you can take, for example, 25% out and rotate it into Fifi, something like that. That's always nice. Is base Brett and Buren play? Yes, it is, bro. Let me know which coins you want TA on. I'm in since 30 million. Let's go, Marvin. I would just hold on to that position. But remember, it's never a bad time to take some profits. Also to a lot of friends I'm saying, and yeah, in a Discord community, I will also give more attention to it. Guys, you need to be aware. Why are you in this? Why are you playing this cycle? Are you a young guy, for example, 20, 21 years old with some nice capital that just wants to take like high risk to make for example, few 100K? Are you here? Are you an older person who can take less risk with children? It all depends on your situation, but you need to make a plan on how your situation is looking. For me, I'm young. I have nice income streams, different things, trading, all different things. So I can just risk more than like someone that has children. Billy, our friend. Billy is on the chart. Actually, this is one meme that I like the most, like animal wise. It's just so funny, you know. Nah, this is just beautiful. So on top, of course, there was more data on deck screener. Now you trend up, initial range high, initial range low, deviation, and after that, it studied the hammer. Now, we did go down, initial range low, initial range high. We didn't even had a deviation right here. That's because I think there was not enough selling pressure. So the market makers were thinking, yeah, fuck it, let's push this shit up. Now, we did go up. We did not have a proper distribution schematic, but right here we had initial range high, initial range low. So you are uptrending. Deviation. Right here, you came in supply, TCT Model 2 schematic. Now, we came back for the market maker demand zone. So this is your demand before the initial bounce up. Now, came in it, boom, boom. And now we are just sending, but I have still this demand zone on my chart. And if we come to it, I will add to my position. But for Billy, it's no time to take TP. Stijn, King Dubai. You know the vibes. Wyckoff Insider with the clean plays. Let's go, Peter. Soon, we're gonna drive that Lambo. You know the vibes? Together. What about Oscar? Still bullish? Yes, I am. So let me take Oscar. I think when I was watching the stream in the car back, I was watching Lars talking about Oscar. It is so funny how people get bearish when something is just reaccumulating. There's nothing bearish yet. There's nothing bearish yet on the chart. People are selling right now. Smarter guys are buying, in my opinion. Now, we still have this original accumulation right here. That's exactly where I bought. So I bought between 2.3 and 4 million just in this zone. So this zone is still untapped. It's below the range low. So you're downtrending, initial range low, initial range high. So if we deviate right here, I will look to buy more, but I'm already happy with my position. So just chilling. But don't stress, guys. This is just, for me, it's still like a high conviction play. If we come down to here, I want to see crazy signs of strength. You don't want this to happen. But yeah, I'm in from here. And yeah, this is just another play to our portfolio. It's a high conviction play. So yeah, you can have like 5%, 7.5% of your portfolio in it. In my opinion, it's worth the risk. Redo update. Redo, I looked at it yesterday. It is looking really good. It's looking really good. So we just hit this. This is your demand. So this is your last candle before imbalance push up. It's a weird candle, but this is demand. Now, we perfectly came into it. Look how aggressive you are coming out of it. Now, showing market maker involvement. So I have this demand zone on my chart. And if we come back in it and I see signs of strength, I will buy heavy positions in Redo. So this, then you have your TCT Model 2 schematic. TCT meetup, when? Bro, as soon as possible. But first, we all need to be like monsters, you know? We're gonna do a gym session, eat some steak, do some push-ups, you know the vibes. Maybe even go in a ring. If you know, you know. Just some hooks, you know the vibes. Marvin, I will be waiting in the Lambo soon. Just wait. K3, you're gonna drive that Lambo. Just work, work, work. I have worked my ass off. And everything is on Twitter. That's the funny thing. And you can do the same. It's all about hard work. Just curious. I'm spot holding like a king. Nice, bro. Broski, I thought Billy was a rotation play for you. Now you don't want a TP? Yeah, so yes, I bought something about around 30 million. So I publicly said that on Twitter. So I bought, I think, somewhere here I bought. So I still have that position running. It was a starter position, so I do not have a big position. So yeah, it's still Billy is still in rotation play. So for example, I see Andy pushing up heavy right now. If Andy is in 2 weeks right here, and Billy does something like this, and comes back. So and Billy is here, and Andy is at the all-time high, and I see the all-time high of Billy is here with the potential of this, and I see signs of accumulation right here. Then I will switch like 50% of my Andy and Billy. But right now, I'm heavier, way heavier than Andy. I'm in Ondo. Let me check Ondo. Did I ever chart this? Let me see different charts if they are looking. Oh, so they are all looking the same. I actually see some crazy things about Ondo with like the BlackRock involvement. So yeah, for me, it's difficult because this is no valid accumulation schematic. We never took the initial range low. But what I do see is how you took over this. So basically, this was your supply and you just annihilated through it. And now you have this whole zone as your demand zone. So it's really strong. It looks really good. Right now we are in supply. And if we break that supply, it's gonna full send. So yeah, and if this thing full sends, Stijn is gonna be happy, and we go for some dinner to eat some steak. What do you think about Mumu? Let me check Mumu. Mumu Maxi is looking strong now. But yeah, in the morning I was charting this, and then it was looking not good because then you were pushing down again, so you could come for this zone. But right now, yeah, I don't see us really stopping right here. But yeah, if we do come down right here and I see signs of accumulation, I will add. But yeah, Mumu, the community is super strong. They're also working on a Binance listing. So not I'm not gonna buy right now. I do not have a position in Mumu. I have a position in Ponke and a lot in Mudeng for my Solana plays. And I'm really big in memes AI. Shout out to Donny. Study when Donny is on the buttons. Keycat update, please, boss. Looks prime for the next leg up. I'm gonna look at that coin. By the way, guys, if you like the stream, make sure to share, like, and give me a follow. Study TCT, Keycat. Let me check. This cat is on some buttons. Study this guy. Oh, this is my chart. Funny how that works. TCT Model 2 schematic. Right here, you got the imbalance push out of the accumulation schematic, and then you retested your last demand. So this is your last sell to buy demand, perfectly retested, even gave us a reaccumulation. So yeah, you could even pull your range from here on the lower time frame. So if I go on the 8-hour, you see that we are downtrending, initial range low, initial range high. So this is your range. And you even got a TCT Model 1 schematic in your market maker demand. So now you're pushing higher, retesting it again for higher. This chart looks really good. Next live stream is going to be a Lars V. White Mike of Insider sparring session. Bro, he does not want to spar with me. Mark my words. If we would do like a competition, I would train different. Oh, you gotta think you will win?
I was cooking other side of the room, and I heard that. I was here in no time. Brother.
What are the dumbbells saying? What are the dumbbells saying? Tell them. All right.
Brother.
This guy is so funny. Look at
You cannot put your camera on and tell me with a straight face that you will beat me in the sparring match. Boxing or kickboxing? Bro, kickboxing is like off the charts.
Bro,
Boxing
this
is
that
boxing gives you at least a 5% chance max.
guys, this guy needs to study more. He needs to study.
Yo, bro, I would make it available. I would tell every TCT member that they can bet on the fight. And what to,
Bro.
and then they know what to bet on.
Hey, keep this energy when we are in the
Bro, he
Oh.
says kickboxing. Bro, my guy can't even give me a head kick.
Bro, I will stretch for 5 times a day for a month if we're gonna do that. Study. I will lay my own ankle in my neck. You don't even know. It's getting heated. No, guys, I have to say he's longer in the fighting game. But if we'll do a match, bro, I will not even sleep. I will
doesn't matter.
train. You. Oh,
Yeah. You know, guys, this is the typical behavior. It's always the same, right? People that don't fight think they can fight. I'm not saying I am the best fighter in the world. I'm saying I have been fighting for 7 years now, you know? But there's always a motherfucker out there that's better than you. But you got these people that never fought and they always think they can fight. They always think they can fight.
oh,
And then they have a plan, and then that plan goes completely out of the window the moment they get hit in the face. It's always the same.
bro, I got hit in my face and I took that shit as a man and I punched back.
Yeah, you are a good fighter, though. I've only
No,
seen you in street fights, but never in. Not that we do street fights, guys. It's that one occasion that everyone knows.
oh, zet het
Oh.
beter. Stijn, poffertje zonder poedersuiker.
Poffertjes on the British.
How much people are watching right now?
Like 1,180 people.
Crazy. So, did they like?
I don't know. Are the likes up?
We
Let me
are
check.
back.
Let me check.
Oh yeah, memes AI. I wanted to check that one. Final one, guys. After that, we will wrap up the stream. Memes AI. 35. Why is my chart like we made almost a new all-time high? So I'm up 4x on this play. I bought this at 10 million right here. Right here.
You should check out Bob.
Yeah. Just is it going crazy? But
It's
memes
up
AI,
8.
guys, is a good play.
It just made a new. It just made a new all-time high, I think, and rejected from there.
You have a position in it? A good one?
Yeah, my position is like the back test from your pink arrow. Like that, the third tab of the model too. Like that
Before
back
the
test.
pump or in the pump? Did you cause
Literally
this pump?
Yeah.
Study when Lars is on the buttons. He's not good with buttons. He's clicking too much.
Bob.
You call
What's
it
your
the
opinion on this though? It's still it's still a bit risky. I think if you get like above that 5 mil, it kind of feels safer. You know what I mean?
yeah. It's like the chart didn't have right now. Like how much was this pullback? It was 78%, so that's good. This one was also 70%. So actually, this chart is getting to look bullish every minute more because you have those pullbacks, and that's where supply is getting shifted. But yeah, it would be nice if you would see some signs of strength right now, but we have this crazy demand zone where we could come back for. Bitcoin? Nah, guys.
Smashed 87. That's nuts, bro.
Bro. What is this? Crazy, guys. So what did you cook for yourself?
Bro, I got the most basic meal. I got chicken, meat, and rice.
Guys, the gains are in that. We can all train, eat. Now I have to say a lot of people can't train also. Too. Let me see. Bob. So Stijn, did I tell you to buy right here? Or did I not? I think I did. Also, I told Stijn to full clip Andy. I hope he did.
I'm just waiting for our top indicator to tell us that we're going to 100K.
Ron? Ron indicator, study. Finn is also in the chat, right?
I think he is, yeah.
Nice, Stijn. Stijn, I have to say, like, yeah, Stijn in the chat is saying, I'm all in on though. It's not good to go all in on one coin. Why not? If it's just not good because you
Yo,
want
check this. Read
Bye,
it.
guys. Going to boxing training, preparing for the TCT student fight against Jesse Klein. Bro, crazy. This is what we want. This is what we want in the TCT community. If you're not training, if you're not educating yourself, if you're not eating good, we don't want you. Sorry. Oh, that was a little bit harsh. You can
If
join.
you're not eating good, get out.
Okay, look, you can eat like chips, but one times a week and just one time.
Guys, I could also order a crazy meal. I'm eating rice. There's no sauce, bro. It's just rice and chicken meat. Why? Because I can. You know, it's so I can enjoy those moments where I'm eating extra good.
Yeah, bro. If you are like eating good for weeks and then you go for dinner, it just hits different.
Mm-hmm.
So this is an old one. Let me see. What is this? Yeah, so Bitcoin dominance, it can go way higher than we want, but it is approaching timing wise soon. Yeah, it needs to make like a top, like in the next 2 months, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going. We could even do like crazy boom, but it doesn't really matter. In this area, we're gonna make an automai.
Now, I can tell you the moment Bitcoin dominance is going to top just by looking at the Bitcoin chart. You know, it's that timing of that point in the chart.
Where like Bitcoin stops right and make a big pullback and creates a range, right?
Mm-hmm.
Study rice, chicken, and broccoli. Study. I'm gonna study incline dumbbell bench press in 50 minutes. Day 60 on 75 hard. Bro, yes, so why do you not share that like in the TCT community? Crazy.
You
That
should give
you
us
are
updates.
give us updates. Like I never did like a 75 hard, but I think what I do is
I'm doing a 365 hard.
no, but 75 hard is different because that's also reading those pages every day.
Yeah,
Two
I'm
times.
lacking on that. Mm-hmm.
And you need to read, you need to study more. You're only in the charts. Where are we going with Andy, bruv? Honest target. All right. I'm gonna give my honest opinion because there are only real people listening right now. So a lot of people are saying Andy can go to 5-6 billion. Do I think that is the case? personally, I do not think that can happen because there are too many people with like bags of 2 million worth right now. So if we would go to 5 billion, those guys will have positions of 20, 30 million. So that they will sell before. I think there's a big sell wall around 800 million. And then we make like a range and we can push it to like 1.5, 1.6 billion, something like that. But time will tell. We are not here to predict, but that's if I have to give a target, something like that. What do you think about that, Lars? About Andy predictions?
Mm, I've been saying it the entire time. It's like actually last stream, I put a lot of importance on it, on how important players regarding certain projects keep on keep on extending the target, keep on extending the goals post. You know, it's like when Andy was at 10 mil market cap, it was like 100 mil is going to be it. And then when it's 100 mil market cap, it's like 500 mil is going to be it. And then when you actually, you know, have a longer time span of the project being alive, when we're going up, they're moving the target. In my duration of being an investor in Andy, it was always a billion. And then when we were retracing and when we were accumulating, I'm seeing targets change from 1 billion to 3 to 4 billion. And then I have even seen posts about potential 10 billion targets. And it's just a way of where people with massive bags, like you just said, you know, that are going to be worth many millions of dollars, obviously they're going to be promoting higher targets the moment we go higher, because otherwise people will not sell anymore or will not buy anymore, right? Decreasing their profits. If you always give the people that enter late the possibility and the expectation of that they can still pull off a 5x, you know, that's when they'll buy. If you tell them, you're like, hey, we're only going to go up 50% because that's going to be the top, no one's going to buy anymore. And then the price will crash. So by extending the target, they can easily sell. So I'm also thinking 1 to 2 billion max.
Yeah, it's also like a lot of big people have like those fibs on their charts with like the 1.618. Do you really think we're gonna exactly hit those things? Because everybody is gonna front run that. So I think you can put the 1.518 on your chart. I think that works better than those 618. Let me see. Didn't he throw hands at the party where you met him? Surfinder. Oh, is it what
Yeah,
we're talking? It's another way to push.
correct.
No, but like we are not talking bad for the people that are promoting their projects. We also get way too hype, but we are like trading every day, and we know we are trading our TCT schematics. Range high is the target. Further than that, yeah, if you have some crazy liquidity, but yeah, if you are pushing into all-time high areas on meme coins, you just do not get too hyped. When you get your distribution, you're out.
I think your Marvin is asking. I don't. Right here. I never understood the psychology behind fibs. It works, but why? It's not particularly that the fib works. You know, that is like a random resistance level. It's just a way of how a range can expand based on the size of the range. That's basically what it is, right? Just so the bigger the range, the bigger the breakout, right? And especially in the early stages, when the project is just new, the targets can be heavier because the expansions will be bigger because the liquidity is low. But in general, it's not that like the fib works because it kind of gives you that ratio as of how big the range was, how big the accumulation was, how far the extension and the expansion can go. That is basically what it is. So it's like it kind of shows you the buying power that can be behind that range, and you can get kind of an estimate of where price could be heading to next before rejecting and before that institutional buying pressure of the accumulation is done, and then retail takes over.
Yeah, so perfectly explained. Also, for me, it's weird to understand that it works, but it actually works. And like Lars is explaining, you like why it gets an expansion to here. That's because the power of this accumulation range. So from here to here, it's basically the retracement you have right here. So that is 93%. In that downwards motion, supply is getting shifted in good hands. And then, yeah, they always hit those targets. You see, firstly, you created a local range around the 1.618, and then you topped right here. But yeah, don't over obsess about it. Just wait for your distribution because, yeah, look what we had in this level. Initial range high, initial range low, deviation 1, deviation 2. Study TCT schematics. They work. They work. They
And
just
then
work.
study what you and then study what you had at the bottom.
Yeah, guys.
Yeah, that
Oh,
all so clean, bro.
like, yeah, man. So that means Wolf won't reach 1 billion if Andy is 1.3 then. Wolf is a different story because it has a bank, the Wolf Bank, with like 3 million worth of money in it. So they can buy literally any exchange listing. So might even Wolf will flip Andy. Not here to predict, but it could happen. They have just so much money. Money talks.
Bro. But you gotta give a shout out to that cat guy for that. He did a crazy job, bro.
He's crazy, man.
He did a crazy job running that project. Like that's impressive.
I love how he's like shilling the project. He's not even shilling it. He's just giving the
He's just
best,
spitting facts.
best visuals ever. Just they also pay like a lot for those visuals because I see the quality and it's like amazing.
Yeah.
Are we at a short-term top right now on Bitcoin or Andy? I think we are talking about Bitcoin. Guys, it's Monday. We pumped really hard on Monday, but it's clear we have a range break right here. So even
What's
if
the
we,
what's the daily low? Do you know the timing that we put in the daily low today?
yeah, man, we don't have a wick to the downside.
Oh no, can you go on the lower time frames and see when we put in that daily low?
Um, yeah, okay, UTC
Just from a timing perspective. Where is the low of the day?
right here, 1 a.m. right? One so p.m.
No, you can go one to the left. I think then you're still on Monday now, or is it Sunday? Yeah, there. Just Monday open.
All right, this one.
Can you put a vertical line? Does that candle? So you put in the daily low in the first hour of the day, and then you just went higher. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, market makers are happy,
Talking
guys.
about talking about bullish continuation. Just putting the low of the day in the first hour because you know those Mondays are great pivot points in general, like, and then especially the Asia session, great pivot points for down.
What the? But these are now not retail players. This is just Michael Saylor on the buttons. Oh, so between Andy and Wolf, you choose Wolf. I choose Andy because the chart is just looking different. What do you
Yeah.
choose?
If I had to choose, well, I would have to check the. I would want to check the Andy versus the Wolf chart. You know, kind of make a statement based on that as well. But right now, if I had to choose without looking at charts, oh, you're putting up the charts actually. Let's see what that looks like.
How do you do it?
Oh, no, like a slash. So you do Andy and you select just the Andy. Just select the Andy. Select the Andy first. Yeah. Select it and then click on yeah, and then slash,
Mm.
and then you select your wolf one. Boom. And then enter. So this is Andy against Wolf. It does have potential to push. Could be like a little accumulation model there, no?
Yeah, but like Wolf can perform a bit better before we hit this demand.
Yeah,
But
so
yeah,
if you see, I would I would say Andy. If I had to choose, I would do Andy. I've been rocking Andy since way earlier as well. So gotta go with the OG.
yeah,
Gotta go
bro.
with the yellow man. I
Bro,
I rocked Andy for like months as my IG profile picture.
that was funny, bro. Bro, so look how you had this distribution right here. Bro, here you could have switched all your Andy into Wolf. Crazy. So so lovely to see how all the charts work the same. Mm-mm.
He's just
Shoving.
shoving 5K just because of this. Absolute teacher, bro. You should have shoved 5K into the projects when we told you to at the deviations.
I found CAC when Wolf was 2 million. Mad authentic. Yeah, it's different. No one is doing how he is doing it. People are trying it, but yeah, the authenticity is different. Mm-mm. Do you still have any in your bio?
No, I got TCT now in the bio. Yeah.
CEO, TGT,
I think I have
study,
founder.
founder. Go. But guys, I think we are going to call it a day. Lars has cooked for 1.5 hours, and I'm now.
Yeah, yeah. Hour 30 minutes, you an extra hour. They got spoiled, bro.
So yeah, what can they do, Lars? We have a lot of viewers. What can they do?
Bro, you just need to be inside the Discord community. It's very simple. Like the thing is, if you like the live streams, you like the Discord. It's not that the Discord is different. The Discord is just even better, right? We focus on every aspect. We share the setups in advance. Right here, what we're talking here is we're giving ideas, we're giving probabilities, we're posting on X, but the true behind the scenes of the rotations, the true investments, when we enter, how we manage it. Combine that is like I do think that what we're having now is like one of the craziest combinations where I have a bit more focus on the live trading sessions, stacking up those compounding gains, and you truly run the meme play sector. And it's like, for example, the trade this morning that I gave my bias on Euro, that trade setup is, I think, at the moment, like a 10 RR trade, which is absolutely nuts. And then you have you just rocking out fucking 2-3x's in a day on certain rotations and plays that turn into high conviction holds, is like I think it's right now it's the perfect combination. Like go on the left. Yeah, yeah, there. I know you have it. You had it. But look how you opened that weekly, brother. Look how you opened your
Was
week.
this?
You had no. Look at the weekly open. Lower,
Uh,
more to the right, more to the right. Today's the weekly open. You can see the gap.
oh here, yeah.
Yeah, that's where the week opens. Check that low.
Oh, so we pushed
It
right
had
up.
no wick. It had no wick towards the downside, and then you had like this Model One distribution that went over in like an extended Model Two. So you had the one, you had the two, you had the three. Then right after the three, you had that liquidity graph. So you can kind of call that like already your model 2 or you use your tab, that's fine. And then you get the break of structure at 8 a.m. And I don't know if someone preaches 8 a.m. more than me, but go on the 1 minute and put in that break of structure. It's on the 1. Bro, after 8 a.m., which is your pre-London, you break structure, literally the ultimate return to zone, no weekly candle with a wick towards the downside, overall high time frame bearish order flow, no supply left behind above, no liquidity left behind above. It's absolutely insanity. It's absolutely
And why do
insanity.
we why do we like 8 a.m. shit?
It's
What's the
it's it's an hour before that session opens, and I think it just works too good. It works too good. It's um it's something with an algorithm that they start printing and they start touching buttons before the actual session opens.
Yeah. So they are not like putting the algorithm on like when the session starts, a little bit before to trap even more people. So that's crazy.
It's absolutely insane.
Study TCT, Lars. He's literally giving those setups like every day. You have a funded account of 200K. You take the trade, 6R, 12K. Pretty nice money if you ask me.
And guess what? You can buy more Andy.
And then we're gonna
It's
switch
crazy.
Andy in a rotation play. So we have a 3x on Andy to its all-time high. We're gonna rotate it into another play and make a 3x on that. Study.
But that's exactly how it fucking goes. Like you need to understand that it's you make 10 grand, you buy Andy, it pumps 50%, you have 15K now. I don't know, fucking Fefe or Fifi's lagging. You rotated it area into and it pumps 2x and now you have 30 grand.
Oh,
Oh, Halpy actually fulfilled that distribution.
bro, look at what happened with Giga. I don't know. Someone went on a sell button.
Yeah, and I think it was by accident, bro. No one would
What?
ruin their own entry like that. Like the slippage if you want to sell at once, because it's at once.
85% drop. I think he clipped like 10 million and he only got 1.5. Nice. Okay, last question. I have a 9 to 5, Rough. You think I can manage both? What did I have, Lars?
Bro. Yo, my guy was fucking driving a van delivering shit from hospital to hospital and was trading on the phone in the car and he had to drive all day and then he woke up before, put in the hours behind the PC, checked the phone while driving and working, came back, did more hours, went to the gym, slept little, and then did the exact same the other day.
Little. So yeah, it's all possible. It all depends. Yeah, how bad do you want it? Like, do you really want it or not? You can combine everything.
You can do everything, brother.
He
Everything.
was upset. He removed. I'm gonna get into the Discord soon. Nice, bro. We will deliver. We will over deliver. That's our. We will over deliver.
You think we have good input? More. Also, I was talking about this on the live stream today, and I'm actually coming up with a lot of data backing up all different types of TCT schematics and setups and models for different sessions where you can just only trade one session and you just know, okay, if this setups presents, if A, B, and C are met during this session, I take the trade. This is the win rate. This is the average risk to reward. This is the average trade duration. This is the optimized risk to reward. This is the best time to enter. And just you just have to follow that and you can be profitable. And then the rest of the day, you can just actually have freedom and just do whatever you want regarding work, regarding spending time with some family or something. So that's going to be a crazy, that's going to be something crazy because a lot of people get a bit too stuck up with trading the TCT schematics on crypto because crypto is obviously 24/7. So if you can combine the session trading and the session scalping with some rotation plays here and there, if you can do that effectively, you can actually have free time, literally. So
Yeah,
that's all
and
gonna
it's
be
like,
amazing.
yeah, that's gonna be amazing. And yeah, the most important thing is like community building, because making money at your own in your basement is just not it. Making money with a group of just animals, hyping each other up, giving setups to each other, learn from each other. That's the goal. So that's what
Keep
we,
each other accountable.
yeah, like,
People are posting their trade history of the week to keep themselves accountable, that they can't just randomly, fuck around and open random trades, because they have to post the trade history and then they're ashamed, right? So it's keeping each other accountable, keeping each other motivated to grinding together. It's just boys being fucking boys. Come on now.
yeah, man. I love it. I have a 9 to 5, and every morning wake up early, and look for those setups, set alerts for POIs. Put your AirPods, listen to live streams during work. Go to the bedroom and trade, bro. That's like also like enjoy the journey.
Yeah.
That's how you're gonna make it. Later, when you are on the beach with a coconut, that's just not it anymore, because that would you get used to that. But like working hard and just be different, see anyone around you just doing the same shit, the same boring shit. No, you are working like an animal. That's what you want. On a
Enjoy the process, because that's the best, brother.
on a scale of 1 to 10, how much we are down for altcoin this cycle? In fact, the whole cycle. So yeah, we have a 4 year cycle. Right now we are approaching the end of year 3, so we are around 75%.
And all season hasn't started because Bitcoin dominance hasn't dropped a bit. So still a lot of potential.
Alt season hasn't started. My portfolio is in the alt season. What about yours?
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm so amazed about. I'm like curious as to what's gonna happen if the dominance chart starts to drop.
Okay, crazy.
Mm.
um, if I see an A+ setup, would you trade it at this time? Lars, you are the guy.
No. No, well, it depends on the size of the setup. So if you're trading a very low time frame setup, New York PM is still open. You got 20 more minutes. So if you just measure the distance to your target and you add 20 minutes, is it normal for it to complete it in that time duration? But me personally, I wouldn't trade it, especially after 10 p.m. You're entering after hours at 11 p.m. You got the rollover, so the spreads are just, bro, spreads are like 100, so you'll definitely get liquidated if you're anywhere near the entry level or the price level of your entry. So I wouldn't. I just wait for London Open again and trade the same model, make the same gains, do the same shit.
Let's go. I'm tracking all of my trades and sharing it with my homie, bro. That is what you want.
That's what we did.
We were
That's
calling each other in the middle of the night to take a trade and lose money, and then do that shit again, and eventually you learn so much, and then you're gonna make money.
Yes, sir. Okay, guys, we've been going for 2 hours and 40 minutes. If I think tonight is going to be an appropriate night for Wyckoff Insider to close with a quote, because it's the first stream that this man is in Dubai, so he may be feeling a little motivational. I don't know if I'm putting you on the spot right now. You have to come up with a
Mm,
quick quote, but
Right. I had one. But it's like
okay,
I don't know him anymore out of my head, but I will. It's a crazy one. Wait a second, guys.
we're going to
Stick.
end with a banger of a quote, peaking at 1,300 viewers, which is absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. In the meantime, that he's finding his quote, you let me know when you're ready, brother. But guys,
Wait a
we
second.
were both sitting in Holland in the rain, in the gray, watching, for me, I was watching literally another woman outside. I had this ugly ass view, and there was this other woman who every morning was awake at the same time as me, smoking a cigarette outside. Didn't matter the weather, cold, warm, raining, dry, always smoking that cigarette. And it was like, I cannot wait to just leave. Okay. I was like, I cannot wait to just leave and not come back because I just didn't like that view at all. And at the moment that we are streaming for you guys, I'm currently located in Spain where the weather is insane. The nature is insane. It's one of the most cleanest airs in Europe. I love the vibe here. Mr. Wyckoff Insider is currently in Dubai while he was also at home with his parents. It's like we're living proof. We're living proof, right? So I'm gonna give you the mic, brother. End it with a quote.
Guys, study this one. It's a video because I don't know him fully yet out of my head, but listen, study.
There's a saying that if you do what you love, you will never work a day in your life. But you will work harder than you ever thought possible. But the tools will feel light in your hand. We don't rise to the standards we have when others are watching. We fall to the standards we have when no one is watching. The only work that really matters is the work that no one sees. It shows you who you really are, rather than who you say you are.
Study.
Okay. See you guys.
Ciao.